Next thing in our data annotations is two new properties, max length and not mapped. Let's take a look at them with examples. So we'll go back to our application, and in here, let's say the ISBN can only be 15 characters and not more than that. So for that right here, we can have a max length, and we'll say that the max length should be 15 only. Then let me add a new property here. We will call this as string, and we'll call this as price range. Let's say here, based on the price, we want to give it a range that does it fall in the low range, mid range, or high range. So this property will be computed for our view based on the price. We do not want to store this in the database. This is only to display. So for that, if we do not want any of the properties to be added as column in the database, we have the not mapped data annotation. That being said, if you save this and if you run a new migration, we will call this add max length to ISBN because the new property that we added will not be added to the database. If we take a look at the migration, you can see that it is actually adding a max length of 15 on the ISBN column. And you can see it did not add the other property that we added, which was price range. So it only altered this, and if you had not mapped, it will not push that to the database. That being said, let's update the database. And once we do that, let's switch back to SQL Server to validate things. We'll refresh the tables here. We are working on the books table, and in the columns, we have book ID, title, ISBN price. ISBN, you see it's varchar of 15 as compared to max. So we have learned two more data annotations in this lecture. First is the max length to limit the length, and the next one is not mapped.